Welcome to lesson 2 for Excel. Just as a review, this is a blank document for Excel. Each of the little boxes you see me clicking on in this document are called cells, C-E-L-L-S. Across the top are letters indicating a column. Down the side are numbers indicating a row. When you type in a cell, to move out of the cell, you can tap Tab on your keyboard to move to the right, or you can press Enter to move down. You can also use your arrow keys to move around your spreadsheet. Once you have typed in text, if a cell is too small and you need to extend the size of a column, you can click and drag the line between the two columns, or you can double click for it to extend for you. It will jump to the size of the largest text in that column. For instance, if I entered a day, okay, if I double click on this line between B and C, it will jump to the size of the text in the that column. Okay. Another way to adjust sizes is where you put your cursor on the header, you right click, and from this menu you can choose column width and type in a number for a specific size. The same goes for rows. If you want to adjust a row column, you just hover on the line between, click and drag. You can also double click if there is text inside that row that it can extend to, or you can right click, row height, and type in a number. Okay. Now, what you're looking at above at the top of Excel, this is called your ribbon. Above the ribbon are tabs. So the File tab is kind of like backstage. It's got a lot of things going on we'll talk about periodically in different lessons. The Home tab is all about formatting. Formatting means to change the way something looks. Okay, so if I want to change the font, the color, the spacing, apply a style, or edit it, this all has to do with formatting. For instance, if I select Skyline and I come up here to the font group, I can apply a new font. I can use the size drop down to increase the size. Let me get rid of that. I can choose a new color. I can fill the cell with color. Just that one is selected. So when I click the paint bucket, just that cell is filled. If I want all of these to be filled, I have to select them. There's a border button. If I click the drop down, you'll see there's multiple styles of borders. All border is the most commonly used border. For instance, if you look at this space right here, okay, none of these have borders. If I were to print this document, there will be no lines on my document. If I wanted this space to have borders or lines on the outside of each cell, I would click the drop down and apply all borders. So now if I were to print this document, I would see all of the borders. Okay. So if I were to select this group right here, I'm going to apply maybe just an outside border, and now that cell has that border. I cannot see the top and bottom because it's on the edge, but it's there. If I went to File, Print, this print preview would show me what my document's going to look like. I'm going to hit back. Also, I can bold, I can italics, and I can underline. That's my font group. Now, copy, cut, and paste are very similar things that we do in other programs. So if I wanted to, let's say I select this text that I typed, if I click copy and I come down to row 10 and hit paste, it's the same. Now, one thing that is new